verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of a Mashiach Yahushai? Shall I then take the members of a Mashiach Yahushai and make them the members of a harlot? The Most High forbid.
Right. So he said, know your bodies. We all the members of a Mashiach Yahushai, the body of a Mashiach Yahushai. So shall I take the members of a Mashiach Yahushai and make them members of an harlot? Make you to be just like a prostitute? He said, Most High forbid. Read. Listen.
What? Know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body? For two said, he shall be one flesh.
See? Say what? Know ye not that he which is joined unto an harlot is one body? Just like a Mashiach Yahushai said, just like you're going back to the beginning. So, brothers going out there messing with the harlot, you become one with that harlot. What a harlot do? She saw her body for what? Sex. That's what a harlot does. That's a prostitute. So you become one with this prostitute. This prostitute been with a whole lot of men. And you become one with her. And he already said the Most High forbid that you allow yourself to be members of an harlot. That you know that those two, when you come together, you become one. So you're going to be one flesh with a harlot. And you don't want that. Get 1 Corinthians 11 and 11.
Chapter 11, verse 11. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man, in the Most High Mashiach Yahushai.
That's Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai. That's in the spirit. You say something? Go ahead. Finish saying what you're saying. What'd you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
You were saying something, wasn't you?
Nope.
It said, nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man. Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai. When you roll in Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, and that's a spiritual power. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things of the Most High. Everything of the Most High. Because the man is of the woman, and we all come through the channel of a woman's point blank in birth. So let's go to what constitutes marriage. The law of marriage. Exodus 22 and 16. Exodus 22 and 16. Exodus 22 and 16.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. So let you know, if a man entice a maid that is not engaged or promised to another man, and he lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. That's what constitutes marriage. Read on. Sexual intercourse with her. Read.
If her father utterly refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Right. We have something called the dowry of virgins, because we're supposed to be getting together with virgins. The woman's supposed to be a virgin. But who can find a virtuous or a virtuous virgin now in these days? But it's just telling us that clearly here we're supposed to be getting together with virgins. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. You know, it was such a privilege for a woman to hold on to her virginity. And once she, because you know, when they got married, we look at we had marriage chambers and all that, where they come up with the reception and all that. That's coming from our traditions, our customs.
Right.
Where the woman would go in and would have sex, and then she would have a cloth that she would bring out to show everybody that her hymen was broken, to show that she was a virgin. But read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed.
There it is right there. Just like I said it, there it is. You find a woman that's a virgin, that she's not promised to another man, although in other words, what we call today, engaged to another man. Read.
And lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put away all his days.
Right. So the law says the man was supposed to, like, you know, I mean, that's like when they found out. You found out, oh man, you lied with her, or you slept with her. Now you're supposed to give a damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she should be his wife, because he have humbled her from being a virgin. It's such a highly respectable thing for a woman to be a virgin. Even in this day. He have humbled her, so he may not put her away all his days, because the Most High, he don't like divorce. He hate divorce. He's not with that. He do not like divorce. But nowadays, people say, I don't like you, just poop, I'm out. I'll change my mind, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do whatever. Next thing you know, women have been with this man, that man, this man, that man. Next thing you know, she's called a jump off. It's bad, it's sad. But it's, you know, you look at then a man doing that, he going into whoredom, but in this world it ain't the same for a man and a woman. Believe me, it's not the same. How people look at them, you know. Get Ecclesiasticus 42 and 9.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 42, verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated.
Right. So it says, the father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, because he wanted his daughter to remain a virgin. That's highly respectable. So when she is young, lest she pass away. Her virginity. The flower of her age. That's her coming on her cycle, and she of age to become another man's woman. And being married, that she should be hated because she's not married, or she done, gave it up without having a husband. Read.
her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
See that? She should be defiled to come home in her virginity and got pregnant. Look at all the women that's getting pregnant now, little girls. I mean, on up to all these women that's getting pregnant, say, in her virginity, lest she should be defiled. Defiled, it says, and gotten with child in her father's house. Still got to be at her mother's house or daddy's house, her father and mother's house, whichever. Because now, right now, most of the women are raising their children. But they got to be in their father's house, with bringing another offspring of another child, and she's not married. He said, she defiled then. Read. Are you there?
Huh?
Read on.
Well, selected. And having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be barren.
Right. Let you know. She get a husband, and the Most High don't allow her womb to be fruitful and have children. Read.
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she should make thee a laughingstock to thine enemy.
Read that again, because you had a word.
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughingstock to thine enemy, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude.
There it is. So I say, he said you got to keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to your enemy. They start laughing at you, talking about you behind your back. And a byword in the city. That byword is what? She ain't no but a hoe. She played the whore in your house. And a reproach, that's disgrace among the people. And make thee ashamed before the multitude. Be ashamed because you're supposed to be raising her right, and she go out there and mess around and have a baby by a man that's not her husband. That's shameful. That's defiling. But see, this world right now don't even consider things, and they look at you like, oh wow, why you got to bring that out? Because it's in the scriptures. It's here in the scriptures. It's very much so have to be. Very much so. Proverbs 18 and 22. Proverbs 18:22.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Most High.
Ooh, yes. So whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So you find a wife, you get you a wife, you find a good thing, and obtain a favor of the Most High. Especially if she's a virtuous woman. But understand this. We done went through all these scriptures so far, but let's go back to Genesis 3:16 and 17 so you understand how it's supposed to be.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 15.
16 and 17. Can you hear me okay?
Genesis,
Can you hear me okay?
Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. But to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and that desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Right, so that's way back in Genesis. That's the law. That's the first stringent law that was brought upon the judgment for Eve and Adam eating from the tree of good and evil. So the Most High told her, because she ate of the